Hello, I'm Anil Pavdarachan. I'm an educationist. In this short video, I'm going to discuss with you a very important concept, metacognition, and how this concept can be found in Buddhist doctrine. So that's my purpose here today. All right, and let's first come to know what this concept is. What's metacognition? It's about thinking of thinking. Right, what's that? You think of your own thought process, thinking process, how you think, the way you think, right? But having come to know the way that you think is not enough. Okay, there are two areas of this particular concept, and the first, you become aware of yourself, your thought process, the way you think, and then with that, okay, you monitor and you evaluate your own thought process, your own thinking, and then with that, basically based on that evaluation, you plan your future action. That's what, in short, metacognition is. Right, now for us to come to know how it can be found in the Buddhist doctrine, so let's have a kind of a background information for this one. So for that you see, now I would try to bring in two examples here. Now let's say that you got a very good friend of mine, and you go to him and you ask for something, right, from him, but he doesn't give it to you. So this is one example, and you really want to have it from him, that you thought that he would give it to you definitely, but he didn't. Then what happens? You see, now since of course that you expected it from him, and you had an idea that he would definitely give it to you, but he didn't, and he said no, and then you tend to develop a kind of dislike or kind of anger, right, towards him, right? And let's take another example. Now okay, now you ask your husband to bring something for him then when he comes home, right, in the evening, and he comes empty handed, but he doesn't bring anything to you or the thing that you asked for. That was the idea that you had. You thought that when you told him to bring that to you, that he would keep it in his mind and he would bring it to you, right, in the evening, but he didn't. Now these two examples are very important for us to understand this particular concept and how it can be found in Buddhism. And there are two that you tend to think that your husband is not right interested in what you are talking to him, and you try to bring some dislike towards him, right? Now let's see how metacognition, right, occurs in Buddhism. Now for us to get rid of all this negative thinking, so metacognition is playing a very important role, right? Now let's think, and for that also, now we must pay our attention to some of the basic facts given in Buddhism. Now in Buddhist doctrines, it's very important for us to study three important facts for the existence of this earth. Okay, they are called the lakkana, that anicca, dukkha, anatta. So they are today I want you to focus their attention only on the first one, this anicca. So it has been translated into English as impermanence, but I feel this translation lacks something. So that is not what the Lord Buddha really meant using with that particular term, because everyone knows that everything on this earth is impermanent, right? Okay, they do not last, right, forever. That's a common knowledge. But you know that what the Lord Buddha said or preached something that the people had not heard before, then okay, we can think that there must be something beyond that. What is it? So, for us to understand that, we can pay our attention to the Buddhist doctrine. There's one particular sutta, piece of Dhamma, right, in Buddhism, that is called Icha Sutta. Oh, right. There in that, Buddha is asked by someone, okay, what is the thing by which the people are attracted to this world, attached to this world? Lord Buddha says it is Icha. That is Icha Bhajati Loko. It is Icha. There, Icha means your liking. your desire, your craving, right, and what you wish for. So, if that is so, if icha means liking, then anicca is the opposite of that one. What is this meaning then? There, what the Lord Buddha meant, according to my view, is that there's nothing on this earth that exists according to your own wishes. Right? No one, right, on this earth acts or behave the way that you want him or her to behave. This is what anicca means. Right. Now let's turn our attention to the two examples that I brought out. The first one, that you're asking right from your friend something and he's rejecting or refusing that. Then okay, developing anger within you. Right. Now let's try to apply that particular basic fact or the theory or the reality of the world. Now what the Lord Buddha says is there's nothing on this earth that happens, okay, and that takes place, okay, according to your own liking. That is the reality. That is the nature. So you cannot go against the nature. So that particular fact must be understood by everybody if they really want to get rid of this existence or right for the time being that the problem that we presently have. Now, why did you develop anger towards your friend? That is because now he can give the thing that you asked for. Now, what has happened here? Now, this is the place that metacognition becomes very important for you to understand this particular context and about yourself, your own thinking process. Then you think of that your own thought process. Why? That when you happen to see him after that, or when someone comes and talks to you about him, okay, and when you hear his name or her name, then you feel that anger, right, develops within you, starts right developing within you. Then you can feel it, you see. Now in such situation that your heart right begins to beat fast and you see that anger right is growing, then you are going to think of your thought process, right, anger is going to grow, right, then you become aware of that your own thought process. Then with that, okay, you cannot stop. Then you are going to use in a monitor those thoughts or that particular thinking process or what comes to your mind, and you must evaluate it. How can we evaluate? For you to evaluate that, then you must use what the Lord Buddha said. And what the Lord Buddha say? Anicca. There's nothing on this earth that happens according to your own will, your own liking. Then you thought that your friend would give it to you, but he didn't. Then okay, then what is the reality? Reality, now you really got angry or you are going to get angry with your friend that because he didn't give it to you. Then what is the reality? Reality is because now you have thought, right, and you had an idea that he would definitely give it to you. Okay, that you have made that particular person permanent in the sense, you see now, that he would listen to you, that give it to you. But what Lord Buddha say? No, nothing happens. Then you see what happens, that in this metacognition process, that you can have an insight that you are trying to get angry with your friend for a thing that goes against the reality, because you can expect every time that your friend would act according to your own will, your own liking. So that is the nature. So you must understand that your own thought process, you evaluate it, and then with that Buddhist doctrine, that particular fact you see, so that is the fact you see. Now, then when you are going to apply that into your process of metacognition, then you can understand the reality. Then where does the problem lie? Problem lie within you. It is you, right, who right want to get angry because of something, okay, that goes against nature. Now let's look at the second example. It's about that your husband, okay, not bringing what you have asked for, but you have made that your husband permanent, thinking that he would listen to you, he would be interested in you, and he would bring right everything that you are going to ask him to bring for you, but he didn't. So what it's the same thing. What is the same thing? That you have acted okay according to your own will, but that's quite again the reality or the nature of this particular world. Okay, no, we can't see that other people will. Definitely, you see now, listen to you, act according to your own will or your own liking, right? And it's not your husband, neither your children, nor the other people, right, on this earth, right, would do so. So that is the nature. You must understand that. So that is the fact. That is the way that you think of this particular thought process. So this is what is called metacognition. You see, if you use metacognition, that's really important for us to get. Okay, that helps us, that enables us to understand the reality of this world according to Buddhist doctrine. And if you use metacognition, so that is a way for you to get rid of all the problems that you have, to be comfortable, to be relaxed, not to get angry with the other people, okay, to develop peace within you.